Good morning everybody, and this is your Forex day trade setups for today. So as usual, we're starting off with the Euro USD, and we are still sideways, granted, but we did get the rejection off the moving averages here yesterday. Sorry, it wasn't yes, it was yesterday. We were watching that yesterday, and it does look like we have the start of a second leg down. So this was the first leg, pullback on structure, and we're now busy with what looks like the second leg down. So what we're looking for here is shorts, and if we come to the 1 hour, couple of things. So yesterday we were looking at this range, and this is a great example of why when you're trading these range breakouts, you're looking for breakouts and retest, because you can see the breakout happened above the 155, but all the moving averages were pointing down. So very weak signal to the upside. It also was retesting this upper trend line that we gave you yesterday, so that was around 121 dead. But you can see what happened on the hour. So big up, big down, big up, big down, and eventually we got moving back down to the downside. So last view of that is really just on the 15-minute. You can see there it is there. We got the break, immediately pull back. That's not a retest. We got another break. You're waiting for the retest. There was a retest there, but the entry would have been above that bar there. Didn't materialize. We got to the downside. And at the moment on the 15, you're looking for shorts here. So if you look at the setup here, we're below the moving averages. You're looking for any pullback needs to be shorted. So that's kind of the view there. There's a couple of levels, I suppose. And let me just use this level here. So this previous swing low here is the level to watch. We have tested it already. So if we do get back up there this morning, as 126.31 is the short. Otherwise, get down onto the lower time frames and look for levels there and wait for the pullback, and then you're short. US dollar, Japanese yen, pretty much nothing really happening here. I'm a little bit worried about going long up here. So you can see what's happening with the oscillators here, all grouping together, and we've had sellers come in, then buyers, and then we're busy with a red hanging man right now. So not as clear as what we see on Euro USD. So technically this should be going up as well. So we are in an upward trend. What you're looking for here is obviously a continuation play. I would prefer coming in off this level down here. So this is the breakout level here, which is 106.950. So not really interested in getting long up there, looking for a long further down, somewhere in this area, and then we should be able to get long on that pair. British pound, Japanese yen. So again, this week's been pretty subdued, to say the least. We had a bit of a range and a breakout and a retest. So this level that I gave you yesterday, that's still in play. I think that's pretty much what we should be paying attention to. And you can see we did get above it, and the level here is 149.229, and the other one was 149.297. So we did get above it, but we closed below it at the moment. So nothing really concrete here. The trend is up, but this barbed wire here doesn't really excite me at all. So we'll sit on the sidelines with British pound, Japanese yen. Aussie dollar, US dollar, it's another dollar pair. We are on structure at the moment. Trend is up on the bigger time frames. Big question here is, do we have big move, consolidation, a second leg to start? And that's kind of where I'm leaning to at the moment. That would indicate strong dollar, and that's what we're seeing on Euro USD right now. So you look at the hour, this range that we had yesterday, and it played out pretty well. So there was our range. Sorry, there was our range. And you can see we played out and then broke one bar pullback, and then we broke the downside. And all of that while the moving averages are in a bearish. Well, not all of them, but the 155. We're below the 155, which is definitely bearish. So for this, I'm looking for pullbacks to sell into, to be honest. May not happen today. There is a big gap to the downside, but a pullback into this area here of 0.78107 would be ideal. Otherwise, it's this area right where we are at 0.77867. That is brewing for shorts. Euro British pound. Nothing really much going on here. 8 hours, still got the levels drawn in yesterday. We pretty much big up, big down, big confusion. And if we just get down to the hour, you'll see, we had the London breakout strategy yesterday, which I just want to check this tail, but I'm pretty sure that played out. And we are now below the moving averages, as you can see. We rejected it, coming back up. Lots of chaos here. It's not something I really want to be trading. Just get down here. So it was a 15-minute close above. Sorry, that wasn't the London breakout strategy. This bar here would have been the top of it. So let me just get there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, sorry. So London breakout strategy here would have been that bar. So it's between 7 1-hour bars, the high and the low. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, this is the break. There's the retest, and it typically travels the height of the range first. As you can see on this green bar, that's exactly where the buyer stepped in right here, before moving back the upside, rejecting and moving back down. Anyway, that is probably another strategy. So when we're moving sideways like that, look for the first 7 bars and see what transpires. I think for me at the moment, it is below the moving averages. You're more than likely going to see another move to the downside. Wouldn't be too surprised to see us come and test the lows here of 0.86, 0.86200. That's Euro, British Pound. And lastly, British Pound, New Zealand dollars. Yeah, I know I said I was going to look for something different, but I'm stubborn that way. And it does look to me like if we trade the lower time frames, we can get something going. So this major level here, and I say it's major because it's on the weekly and the monthly, it's 192.161. We have flirted with it pretty well. You can see pretty much most of the week we've been flirting with it. The question at the moment is this a bearish pattern, or is it going to be a bullish continuation? So that's the question in my mind on the bigger time frame. Big factor here is the fact that we did break below the moving averages here, then immediately came back up last week, and we've been holding it all week. So that is a fairly good signal. And you can see yesterday we sort of got into the moving averages and held it, and then accelerated the upside before consolidating. So my view at the moment here is consolidation and then break to the upside. For as long as we're above the moving averages on the hour, and we are above them on the 8 hour, the trend may very well be reversing. So that's kind of my play here, looking for opportunities to buy into this. And again, we'll probably have to do this off the 15-minute chart. So there's no reason to short this at the moment until we get below the 155 on the 15-minute. Then we'll be looking at shorts. At the moment, we're looking for opportunities to buy into this, but wait for the European Open. Anyway, guys, that's it for me on Forex. There are a couple of initiatives that are starting to look interesting. Pay attention to the noise coming out of the US. We're waiting for the stimulus noise. And then also, we do have non-farm payrolls tomorrow, and we've got the job numbers this afternoon. So quite a bit of data coming out the next 2 days, which will impact currency pairs. So just stay awake and be aware of that. Anyway, hope it helps, and we'll catch up with you later. Cheers for now.